Behind are 4 buses.
Deci ce vedeți dumneavoastră în spatele nostru? Deci avem 4 paneluri.
On these 4 buses you will be explained what the project has achieved.
Și la fiecare din aceste 4 posturi veți primi explicații ce anume a fost obținut în cadrul proiectului nostru.
Because we are aware that not everybody is interested in everything.
Fiindcă bănuim noi că nu toată lumea este cointeresată chiar în toate aspectele.
So you can choose the interesting points of view and you can talk with the expert and the experts will present you the results of our work.
Puteți alegeți tema care vă interesează mai mult, să discutați cu experții și experții vă vor oferi mai multe detalii privitor la realizările în cadrul proiectului.
I just want to introduce the experts that will present on the buses.
Doar să vă prezentăm experții care vor face prezentările la fiecare din panel.
We have here the booth for the geographical indication.
Deci primul post este indicațiile geografice.
Yuri Kapica is our leading expert on this component.
Domnul Yuri Kapica este expertul cheie la această componentă.
Together with Darius from Poland, he will explain you what was achieved on this subject.
Împreună cu Darius din Polonia, dumnealui o să vă explice care sunt realizările la această componentă, la acest subiect.
And I do not see him at the very moment, but also Mr. Faller should. Darius, I see you, yeah, but Mr. Faller I cannot see, yeah, because he will also on this bus.
Este, da, și domnul Faller, care de asemenea se contribuie, da.
You know, he's too modest, he was hiding in the back, but he was doing an incredible work here.
Dumnealui este prea modest și s-a ascuns în spatele altora, cu toate că a făcut o muncă incredibilă la această componentă.
Well, then we have also the program of changing the culture on IPR.
După care avem programul de schimbare a culturii în domeniul drepturilor de proprietate intelectuală.
The 2 experts that are responsible for it, they are always coming up like a twin, Kenny Wright and Mr. Tiganash.
Și experții care vor acoperi acest subiect sunt probabil cu cea mai mare experiență în acest domeniu, domnul Kenny, încă din programul Twinning, domnul Kenny și domnul Tiganash.
I just give you a small statistics. I just made an Excel table with all the deliverables of the project, and these 2 gentlemen were able to produce 2.5 documents per week over 2 years.
Am întocmit niște statistici de curând, deci am făcut niște tabele să vedem cam câte documente au fost livrate în cadrul proiectului și putem să vă spunem că acești 2 domni au reușit să producă cam 2,5 documente pe săptămână în cadrul acestui proiect de 2 ani.
If we put all the pages of these 2 gentlemen and their experts, of course, together, we would have a road which goes from Chisinau to Odessa.
Dacă sumăm toate paginile din toate documentele pe care le-au elaborat acești 2 domni împreună cu experții, desigur, vom avea un drum lung cam ca de la Chișinău până la Odessa.
Happy reading.
Da, dorim să vă bucurați de lectură.
On this point, the last one Alexander is already there and waiting to explain you.
Da, și aici îl avem pe Alexandru, care de-abia așteaptă să vă povestească, să vă explice mai multe la componenta sa.
It's the component that is related to the IT component of our project.
Componenta care ține de sistemul IT al proiectului nostru.
I will not go into details, Alexander and his team will explain you what is going on there.
Nici aici nu vă oferim detalii, fiindcă Alexandru și echipa sa sunt pregătiți să vă ofere toate detaliile la acest subiect.
And usually where most of the young ladies and beautiful ladies are, this is the e-learning platform.
Și acolo unde avem cele mai multe domnișoare tinere și frumoase, este platforma e-learning.
It's the first e-learning platform in this style in Moldova.
Prima platformă în acest stil de e-learning în Republica Moldova.
And now I will just hand over the microphone.
Și în acest moment vreau să transmit microfonul
to Kenny. Kenny, the floor is now yours. The thing will be that way. The experts will present their component very brief, and then you have the opportunity to discuss with all the experts. It doesn't mean you have to discuss with all of them. Everybody has different interests. So if you're interested in the e-learning platform, go immediately to the e-learning platform. If you want to talk with Mr. Charming Kenny Wright, stay with him. Kenny, the floor is yours.
Mai departe procedăm în felul următor. Am zis vom avea experți la fiecare componentă și înțelegem că nu vă interesează neapărat toate componentele, deci vă rugăm să alegeți componenta care vă interesează mai mult și puteți deja să vă apropiați de oricare din experții prezenți și să solicitați mai multe detalii care vă interesează. Dar deocamdată îi dăm cuvântul încântătorului domn Kenny Roy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Bună după amiază, stimați domni și doamne.
Thank you very much for giving up your time to be with us today.
Mulțumim foarte mult că ați alocat timpul dumneavoastră pentru a fi alături de noi astăzi.
I just want to speak for a few minutes about the IPR enforcement related activities that we've been doing as part of this component and part of the larger project.
Voi ocupa doar câteva minute pentru a vă oferi mai multe detalii privitor la activitățile de aplicare sau de protecție a drepturilor de proprietate intelectuală pe care le-am realizat noi atât în cadrul componentei date cât și în cadrul proiectului generalmente.
Our main partners in the IPR enforcement in Moldova have been the following institutions.
Care au fost partenerii noștri de bază, deci pe această componentă, aplicarea drepturilor de proprietate intelectuală, deci instituțiile pe care le vedeți afișate.
We've had the Customs Service,
Serviciul Vamal,
the Agency for Consumer Protection and Market Surveillance,
Agenția pentru Protecția Consumatorilor și Supravegherea Pieței,
the General Inspectorate of Police,
Inspectoratul General al Poliției,
the General Prosecutor's Office,
Oficiul Procuraturii Generale
and of course the judiciary.
și, evident, sistemul judiciar.
For all these institutions, we have completed a cycle of 3 headings.
Pentru toate aceste instituții am completat un ciclu cu 3 teme.
We've conducted a review of how each IPR enforcement institutions works in Moldova.
În primul rând am făcut o revizuire a modului în care fiecare instituție implicată în aplicarea drepturilor de proprietate intelectuală funcționează în Republica Moldova.
And as a result of these reviews, we have produced over 60 recommendations on how to make IPR enforcement more effective in Moldova.
Urmare a acestei revizuiri am produs cam 60 de recomandări privitor la modul în care aceste instituții ar putea pune în aplicare drepturile de proprietate intelectuală de o manieră mai eficientă în Republica Moldova.
We've also produced practical guides for each of the IPR enforcement institutions on how to enforce intellectual property rights.
Am elaborat și un ghid practic pentru fiecare din aceste instituții care de asemenea povestește cum să fie puse mai bine în aplicare drepturile sau mai bine protejate drepturile de proprietate intelectuală.
Some of the institutions are lucky enough to get 2 guides.
Unele instituții au avut norocul, bafta, să aibă 2 ghiduri, să dispună de 2 ghiduri.
A4 size and pocket size.
Deci în formatul A4 și formatul de buzunar.
We've also implemented a range of seminars for all the institutions. The Agency for Consumer Protection got the most seminars with 4 seminars.
Am oferit și seminare de instruire pentru aceste instituții. Instituția, de exemplu, Agenția pentru Protecția Consumatorilor a beneficiat de cel mai mare număr de seminare, 4.
Apart from our main partners in IPR enforcement, the experts under this IPR enforcement activity have also been involved in a whole range of activities.
Însă, pe lângă aceste instituții de bază, care au fost partenerii noștri de bază în cadrul activităților de deci, promovarea protecției drepturilor de proprietate intelectuală, experții noștri au mai avut și alte activități.
This is just a selection of some of the activities our experts have been involved in.
Aici aveți doar o selecție a unor activități în care au fost implicați experții noștri.
We've been involved in IP training for teachers.
Am fost implicați în cursurile de instruire, de training pentru profesori.
We've been honored to be invited as experts for the EU BAM seminars to present to customs.
Am avut onoarea să fim invitați și ca experți în domeniul drepturilor de proprietate intelectuală de către misiunea EU BAM, deci am oferit training pentru serviciul vamal.
We ordered a cybercrime seminar for police and prosecutors.
Am avut seminare pe crimele infracțiunile cibernetice, informaționale, pentru procurori și reprezentanții poliției.
Competition seminar for the Competition Council.
Seminare, deci, pe tema competiției pentru Consiliul Concurenței.
A World Anti-Counterfeiting Day Conference with WIPO, which had over 100 delegates from several countries in the region.
În afară de aceasta, am avut o conferință amplă de ziua internațională deci împotriva contrafacerii, de combaterea contrafacerii, o conferință cu implicarea WIPO, deci Organizației Mondiale pentru Proprietate Intelectuală, cu cam 100 de delegați din mai multe țări din regiune.
We've also reviewed the way the IPR Observatory works at AGP and developed a strategy and standard operating procedures for the agency.
În afară de aceasta, am revizuit modul în care funcționează observatorul AGEPI și am elaborat și o strategie pentru și deci, procedurile standarde de operare operaționale pentru diferite agenții.
We've just finalized an analysis of the counterfeiting piracy situation in Moldova, what type of goods, how organized crime works, and how the goods are getting into the market in Moldova.
Am făcut și o analiză a produselor contrafăcute și a celor piratate în Republica Moldova pentru a avea o înțelegere a ce fel de produse există astăzi, deci contrafăcute și piratate, ce fel de produse există pe în Republica Moldova și cum ajung ele acolo pe piață.
We've also done a gap analysis, a legal gap analysis comparing the border enforcement legislation in Moldova with the European Union acquis.
În afară de aceasta, am făcut și o analiză a lacunelor existente în cadrul legislativ al Republicii Moldova, să vedem în ce măsură corespunde legislația care acoperă deci deplasarea sau mișcarea produselor la frontieră cu acquis comunitar.
And finally, we've had some awareness events with the media, awareness events with right holders, awareness events with the international community.
Și am avut și evenimente de sensibilizare și informare. Aceste evenimente le-am organizat pentru mass media, pentru titularii drepturilor și pentru comunitatea internațională.
Thank you very much for your attention.
Mulțumim foarte mult pentru atenția dumneavoastră.
Well, you have now the chance to speak with Kenny to give him some question on the booth. Also for the next presentation, we will now distribute some headphones so that we can a little bit speed up the translation time.
Deci acum aveți posibilitatea să-i oferiți întrebări lui Kenny, dacă aveți anumite întrebări, dar și posibilitatea să discutați sau să auziți prezentările altor experți de la celelalte componente, dar o să o facem de data aceasta în căști cu traducere simultană pentru a economisi timpul pentru traducere.
So in the next 5 minutes then we start with the EIPR system.
Deci în 5 minute trecem la componenta sistemului IT pentru dreptul de proprietate intelectuală. Da. Deci vă apropiați de Kenny și puneți întrebări.
No, they just can come in to the booth. Just normal conversation and come to the booth.
Deci nu oficial vă apropiați de
Okay, but the thing is, when we have a presentation that way, it will kill the concept totally. So, just 3 minutes, give me, and then I switch over, okay? I need to do that. But it was foreseen that way. So there is talk on the bus. So anyhow, okay. Tell me that one, and I can modify it.
No. It's like stream.
Not big. Yes. Yeah, but it's in the program. Okay. But then we are coming a little bit to the presentation notes, not to okay. No problem. So now I say hello. Hi.
I is from. In general, okay. Yes.
And the main thing is, okay.
Good enough?
Alexander. Come here. Victoria. Come here.
Hey!
Liliana.
Okay, I will speed up. I know it already, speed up. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, may I have your attention?
Doamnelor și domnilor, încă puțin atenție. Translation is checked.
Okay, do you have translation in the headphones? Please check. If nobody is saying no, it means we have it. So, let's come to the next point of our presentation. I just introduce briefly the system that we have produced, the EIPR systems, which now gives Moldovan authorities to connect with them without using extensive papers. And for this reason, I will hand over the floor already to Alexander. Alexander, please introduce your component.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alexander Zikovsky. I'm the key expert 2 on this project, in charge of the IT component. So, as Kenny mentioned, component 1 worked hard to strengthen up the enforcement of IP rights in Moldova. And component 2 worked hard to provide a technological platform to support this, the enforcement of the intellectual property rights. So, the ring of power where the right holders are registered in a JEPI, protected by the institutions by providing some action, we try to make it stronger. And the focus on the technical platform was the information exchange between the institutions. So naturally we placed the platform at a JEPI and tried to connect every institution with relevant and quick information. The needs that were solved during this project was the access to information that a JEPI has in their database, fast and accurate, management of processes within the institutions related with the IPR enforcement, tools for the IP right holders. So for the first time we have tools where the right holders can apply online and follow their case, and the management of statistical information that is key for planning and future strategy. For the purpose of the system, we envisioned and used the services of the mCloud of the Moldovan e-government. These include the mCloud, the mConnect, mPass, mSign, and mLog. And if all of you are interested, I can give you more details during the direct sessions. And currently, the system looks something like this, let's say on a higher level. We have two databases, one for the JEPI and the related institutions, and one only for the customs, for the request for intervention system. We have applications, modules for each of these systems, and a communication channel, either as a web interface or a system-to-system interface to support the institutional communication. So let's say we have set up the technological basis for the practical exchange of information between the institutions. So there is no excuse in technology now. And let's say that's it for this short presentation.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much, Alexander. So according to some time constraints, we will do the discussions then after we have all the presentation finished. And we immediately go now. Alex, please hand over the microphone to Herbert. We go over to Herbert Schleier, who is responsible for the e-learning system. Herbert, the floor is yours. Please introduce the system shortly.
Okay, thank you very much, Maximilian. Welcome to all. I'm happy to be here, and I am also glad to see your attention on our final event. Yes, I would like to present you another real result of our common project work. It is also a platform, but it is not an e-information platform, it is an e-learning platform. And there is a difference between information and learning, because we have to consider also a teaching mode or a teaching issues in our application and designing the e-learning platform. Okay, let us start. Very briefly, what is e-learning really meaning? What does e-learning mean? It is an exceptional tool to provide information or knowledge, and I want to emphasize knowledge, to people by using internet and serving to people tremendous benefits in providing online education. So it is very convenient for participants, for users of an e-learning platform, because first of all, he has unlimited access to information, unlimited access to knowledge, 24 hours per day, 7 days a week, and so on. It is easy to get the information everywhere, from every location, and by every device. Even with the mobile phone, you can be connected and you can go through your data. So that means e-learning is full flexibility. And that is what we like to provide to our clients. So, how does e-learning work? Very simply, there is a special software, let me say. It is Moodle software. It is a free software. You can download it from internet for free. It is a worldwide accepted learning system, which is mostly used by on the academic level, means universities, academies. And what we are doing, e-learning means we are disseminating knowledge via online courses. Online courses means really 100% online, or you use it as a blended learning, or in a blended learning mode means maybe 80% online, 20% in present lectures. Moodle allows you a wide range of applications. One of the applications we want to show you immediately now. But of course you can amend and you can widen the application, you can set up your own application as deep you like to do it. We have now implemented 3 courses. They are already ready to be published. And ACEPI is first in providing online education. I can't find any other offers or courses in Moldova, so ACEPI is first. Basics in intellectual property rights, we have it in Romanian language and in English language, and we have set up a trial sector, so you can try without any enrollment how online e-learning, online courses are working. Every module, every course is divided in modules. Every module provides you a special knowledge, and every training module consists of a certain standard of lecturing tools. That means written materials, presentations, videos, and a self-test. Every course, this is also a quality standard, closes with a final examination. And if you pass the final examination, in our application you can easily download your personal certificate. So that's really a nice approach. Okay, I talked, now let us do a few sign in. This is the new ACEPI e-learning platform, and we easily can get in. I try DPI, and again DPI. Okay, you support me, and the login. Yes, I'm so happy that it really works. So you can see, this is the e-learning platform. Very straight, on the left side a navigation tools or a navigation board. On the right side a short welcome to the e-learning platform. And now we are a user, a participant. We are going to check our course. It is basic knowledge in IPR, Romanian language. And now you see the course, the name of the course, a short introduction, some useful information, how the course is consisting of, and how you can pass successfully examination, some information, and we go down and you see 4 modules. Yeah? Let us check the module 1. You see the content. These are the learning materials. You have written materials. Please open it for sure. Yeah. Only to take a look. So you can read, you can download, you can print, whatever you want. Let us go back. And of course, module 1, I please you. We have also some videos. Let us check the video. Only that you have an imagination. So, and if we are lucky, we can hear our experts talking. But of course, it is on the laptop, on the microphone.
După cum știți, prin dreptul de autor se protejează toate operele exprimate într-un mod adecvat.
Okay, it's only to give you an imagination how e-learning, how the know-how transfer is done. Let us go back. 1 minute and I will finish. Let us go to the final examination. So now you see, if you, and this is a precondition in that course, you have to pass the 4 modules, the 4 self-tests of every module, 100%, then you are able to go to the final examination. In the moment, we were not successfully passing the module 4, so you have no access. But later on, you have access, and at the end, if passing the final examination, you can download your certificate. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Herbert, for the presentation of the e-learning platform. For those you do not know that it was not planned at the beginning of the project to have an e-learning platform. This was just some additional thing we delivered. Alex, you have the microphone now, yeah, but it's not yours. Please give it to Yuri. And I just will say, Yuri doesn't need any introduction. Who does not know him right now will never learn it. Yuri, the floor is yours. Geographical indication.
So much thanks. Really, this component was very close to Moldova people, to Moldova producers, to Moldova product, and we enjoyed these 2 years working with all of you. Speaking about deliverables, first, it was a recommendation on improving the geographical indication system in Moldova and geographical indication administrative gaps identified. This work was mainly prepared by our international expert Darius Gorzinski, standing from the right, who had a challenging experience working in the beginning of Poland's accession to European Union as a responsible director of the Ministry of Agriculture, responsible of geographical indications. Well, second direction, it was organization of identification of traditional products in Moldova perspective for registration as geographical indication. And this research was organized according to European Union methodology, and really all these 67 traditional Moldova products, they have something special in history, special in producing them, that could be identified as a future maybe denomination of origin, maybe geographical indication or traditional specialist guarantees. Then it was organized training for central and local authorities, and also awareness and promotion campaign, as well support for GI registration provided. I would say that from recommendations, one of the key element was to adopt the special government decision on appointment on competent authority, for example, state inspection, to provide verification of compliance for GI products. Well, it's a pity, but we could not for agricultural products, not for wines. For wines it was everything okay, but for all other agricultural products come to the end. Because at the end we should organize verification of compliance, and for a long it could not be organized in Moldova. At that time, based on project suggestion and with the support of a GP, with the support of high-level meeting of high-level officials from the ministries of Moldova, the draft regulation of the government was worked out, transferred to the government, and as we know, it's under the procedure of clarification. Well, second, of course, it's implementation of high standards of verification of compliance and ex-official controls. Then introduction of incentives related to the development of the GI. The idea is that all expenditures that producers spend for geographical indications, registration should be returned to producers. The same experience we have in Poland and also in some other EU member states. Then project recommend that it should be implementation of GI development program, and of course now to register GI, producer should come to Ministry of Agriculture to adopt specification, then he should come to RGP to register the GI, and then he should come to ANSA for verification of compliance. So the suggestion is that should be one window approach for GI registration. Well, these recommendations, they were distributed to all the ministries by email, and they this week will be placed in Romanian and English on the website of GP, and you can use them. Well, as to identification of Moldova traditional products, we used two approaches. One approach was sectorial pilot service for the sectors like fruits, berries and honey, and this work was organized by distinguished professors of the Moldova agricultural research institutions. And second approach, it was regional study on identification of traditional Moldova products, and we are very lucky, and really very lucky. I want to repeat that because for this exercise and for all the implementation of this component, we had a strategic partnership with Agency of Rural Development, and we have there a marketing director of this agency, Anatoly Fala. Could you shake your hand? Yes, Anatoly. And by the experts, a really wonderful experts of this organization, such research was organized, 67 products identified, producers identified, and the end, we had this report. It's a report on perspective of development of Moldova agriculture based on high quality geographical indication products. You have 67 these products. And for the first, I would say, part of these products, 6 products, the registration support was also organized by our project. Well, as to awareness and promotion campaign, one of the idea, it was also idea, it wasn't planned in the beginning, but we were inspired by a Poland experience of geographical indication interactive map. What it means, interactive map? It means that all the information about your best quality products are inside this map. By clicking this map, you have the description of the product. Also, you have a special map for registered GI products. And you have a special tool which, for example, effort all the interesting organization companies to add new products to this tool. And this project was finalized, and this week, I would say, some small things will be finalized and we will transfer it to RGP. Well, then, it was a awareness campaign, and with hundreds of different meetings, information through press, seminars, newspapers, articles, and of course it was a very interesting experience that in the framework of Food and Drinks 2018 exhibition, it was organized a special exhibition of traditional Moldova products. Well, and at the end, I would say that team of Anatoly Fala of Agency of Rural Development, they worked with each of 68 producers, suggesting and evaluating whether it will be feasible to register this product. And as I told, a first team of these producers, and all of them, as I understand, are there. Could you raise the hand, these representatives of 6 products consortium, which we have there? Yes. So you can have a look. We have Kaurma de Bujak, we have Brinza de Magura, we have Pastil de Valer. Excuse me, it's not so. Could you, Anatoly, could you present really how it should be in Moldova language? Because for us it's very important that these 6 products should be registered.
Bună ziua la toți. Vreau să spun în primul rând că să consumați produsele tradiționale, asta înseamnă că să consumați produsele care sunt cunoscute și au origine, sunt produse 100% naturale și sunt produse după rețetele tradiționale care sunt cu respectarea ingredientelor care au fost pe parcurs la 10 și poate sute de ani testate aici. Noi vorbim de caurmaua de bugeac, care se produce din carne de oaie și vacă și este un produs tradițional pentru sudul Moldovei. Noi vorbim de brânza de măgură, care este un produs din lapte de capră și se produce la poalele movilei Măgura. Este o zonă situată între 3 raioane, Ungheni, Sângerei și Fălești. Noi vorbim de pestilul din Valea Răutului, care este un produs natural, produs din fructe și pomușoare. Vorbim de mierea din Codrii Moldovii, care este mere de salcâm, de tei, polifloră. Vorbim de prune deosebite de Lalova, care sunt un deliciu produs din prune uscate cu miez de nucă și fierte în vin roșu de Lalova, sau mai zice vin Petros, care e specific acestei zone, și vorbim de musul de miere de Dolna, un produs din miere de albini și cu pomușoare. Deci acestea sunt produsele care la momentul actual sunt în proces de aprobare a Ministerului Agriculturii, grupului de lucru a Ministerului Agriculturii. 3 din ele chiar ieri au fost deja aprobate și următoarea procedură este depunerea înregistrării acestor produse la Agenția de Stat pentru Proprietate Intelectuală. Și în primul rând vreau să mulțumesc frumos grupelor de producători care s-au organizat, s-au formalizat printr-o asociație de produs și au înregistrat. Aceste asociații, conform legislației, respectă caietii de sarcini și vreau să vă zic, vă mulțumesc frumos că ați crezut în noi și ați văzut această provocare. Și în afară de această provocare ați bucurați și vă doresc să bucurați și în viitor consumatorii cu aceste delicii tradiționale. Vă mulțumesc!
Well, so dear colleagues, we're really fascinating about the potential of Moldova in agriculture and about the potential of quality agricultural products. We believe that if, for example, by finalizing the project, you in the Moldova will continue support to GI producers, you will continue and introduce incentives for this sector. This sphere will be beneficial for the country and for the economy. And I suggest we have 2 experts there, we have more experts there also working with special products. Please, if you're interested in GI, come there, and also in particular we will show you how this GI map will be working. Thank you for the attention.
Thank you. Now I have 2 microphones. Thank you very much for the presentation of the components. Let's come now to the official part. It's a sincere pleasure to invite now Mrs. Polokan to give an official speech. I have to say the best looking beneficiary I ever had in 25 years. The floor is yours.
Merci.
Let's go a little bit to a different stage.
Da?
Yes.
Stimați colegi, onorată asistență, mulți stimați reprezentanți ai Comisiei Uniunii Europene, colegii de la Comisie, dar și reprezentanții corpului diplomatic. Este o onoare și un privilegiu să fim astăzi împreună pentru a felicita. Eu am nevoie să mă cocoțez aici. Asta merge? Pentru noi este o onoare și un privilegiu să vă avem alături aici, ca și semn al suportului și ca și continuare a acestui proiect, care a fost un proiect de asistență tehnică, suport pentru aplicarea și respectarea drepturilor de proprietate intelectuală. Este un proiect important pentru noi. De ce? În primul rând, este al doilea proiect acordat de către Uniunea Europeană pentru agenția noastră. Și este, în al doilea rând, pentru că este un follow-up foarte fidel la tot ceea ce a însemnat primul twinning și primul ajutor oferit de către Uniunea Europeană. Și noi, prin acest proiect, de fapt, am întărit în continuare capacitățile instituționale a DPI, dar nu numai, și a instituțiilor de drept care sunt implicate pe segmentul enforcement. Mai mult ca atât, dat fiind că în cadrul primului twinning noi am reușit să ajustăm toată legislația și cadrul normativ cu standardele internaționale, iată că la acest proiect ne-am axat foarte mult pe dezvoltarea culturii pe diferite segmente, pe dezvoltarea și identificarea și valorificarea potențialului pe diferite segmente, cum ar fi indicația geografică, de exemplu, sau dezvoltarea acestui fantastic, pur și simplu, sistem e-learning, instruire la distanță, care sunt sigură că va fi aplicat de foarte multă lume, așa cum tot mai mulți și mai mulți sunt interesați despre care sunt limitele și libertățile noastre ca și cetățeni atunci când vorbim de proprietate intelectuală. Și am auzit multe voci care au exprimat că și-ar fi dorit să ajungă la DPI pentru anumite cursuri, dar nu le permite viața, timpul, spațiul, etc. Iată că această platformă va acoperi acele neajunsuri, astfel ca noi să avem cât se poate de mai multă lume care este implicată, interesată în tot ce înseamnă proprietate intelectuală. Vreau să aduc sincere mulțumiri deschiderii colegilor din proiect, deschiderii și capacității de a auzi problemele pe care noi le-am identificat, și asta datorită echipei lui Maximilian, dar și datorită faptului că anumiți experți internaționali au fost preluați din primul proiect a Uniunii Europene și a fost această continuitate nu doar în viziunea noastră strategică ca și manageri a domeniului proprietății intelectuale, dar și continuitate în înțelegerea lucrurilor de către experți. Eu chiar pe alocuri aveam impresia că colegii din proiect sunt chiar mai dedicați și mai interesați de domeniul de dezvoltare pe dreptul de autor sau pe indicație geografică sau pe schimbare culturală decât unii cetățenii noștri care sunt angajații instituțiilor publice, fiindcă dedicația și pasiunea pentru a vedea un rezultat de foarte bună calitate pur și simplu ne-a înfiripat pe noi, pe toți, și asta ne-a dat posibilitatea să lucrăm cot la cot pe parcursul acestor 2 ani, astfel încât astăzi să avem mult mai multe livrabile decât am planificat inițial. Să acoperim mult mai multe domenii decât le-am văzut inițial și care au fost descoperite pe tot parcursul comunicării, pe diferite segmente. De aceea, încă o dată, sincere mulțumiri Comisiei Europene pentru acest al doilea fantastic proiect. Noi suntem în așteptarea următorului proiect și noi deja știm pe ce o să-l fixăm și noi deja știm când o să-l aplicăm și noi o să așteptăm atâta timp până când Uniunea Europeană va avea toată disponibilitatea ca să ne ofere suport și pentru alte domenii de dezvoltare. Țin să mulțumesc de asemenea colegilor de la DPI care în perioada acestor 2 ani Pe lângă acțiunile noastre curente s-au implicat activ și în activități care sunt foarte importante, dar care câteodată depășeau orele de lucru și a fost foarte plăcut să știm că dedicația este una la fel de mare ca și a colegilor din proiect. Mie personal îmi pare rău că se finisează această poveste foarte activă, cu foarte multe emoții. Mie personal cred că o să-mi fie doar o perioadă, poate nu chiar mult, de voi, dar o să așteptăm ca să colaborăm în continuare, așa cum de fapt toți factorii sunt deschiși pentru aceea ca aceasta să se întâmple. Felicitări nouă tuturor pentru o muncă fantastică și să ne auzim de bine, să rămânem în contact continuu și să investim în continuare în dezvoltarea societății noastre, în dezvoltarea sistemului de proprietate intelectuală și a enforcement-ului în primul rând. Mulțumesc și succese nouă tuturor!
Thank you very much for your warm words. I would like now to hand over the floor to Marco from the European Union. He's the head of operations. Marco, please, the floor is yours.
Dear colleagues, 2 years went by very quickly, and every project closing event is always a sad time because we have to say farewell to colleagues. But it's always a welcome to all the people who joined the project throughout the implementation. And I would like to especially welcome the economic operators, the companies that are here today, because you are the beneficiaries of this project, of our support, because we wanted to help improving the economic development, to create employment, and you are the ones who are the engine of the economic development. So many people who are in the room today have not been in the opening event 2 years ago. So this is why it's always sometimes good to see the closure of a project, because a project by definition is a set of activities that has a start and an end. And as I said, if we like it or not, every project comes to an end, but I would like to go back 8 years now, where we started in the support for the intellectual property domain here in the Republic of Moldova. In 2010, a twinning project was launched to support the intellectual property sector with all the agencies, the operators involved. And what happened after the project was closed in 2012, you could see there was some seed of ideas. There were many new activities that were formed. The Deep and Comprehensive Free Trade Agreement area was signed between the European Union and the Republic of Moldova, with other projects which also were dealing with the trade facilitation, with quality infrastructure, how to have export promotion, how to have import promotion. So this project then came at a very good time to connect all the ongoing activities, not only by the European Union, but also by the member states, because many of the European Union member states are active in the field of trade facilitation, economic development in the Republic of Moldova. And I think having a stock taking today, I don't have to say a lot. You see the 4 banners there, the 4 big deliverables, which is subgrouped in thousands of other deliverables, which are sometimes very difficult to communicate. I think the easiest way to communicate what was done by the State Agency on Intellectual Property, by the team, by all the experts from all the different member states was to provide an enabling environment for the economic operators, for the companies to be active, to generate revenue, to have employment, to create jobs in this country. And this is exactly why the European Union supported this project. And we are very happy with the results so far. There's other donors now active, and I see some colleagues of the diplomatic corps present in the room. We have to take a stock now and evaluate what can be done in future in order to further support this area. You are very much familiar with the numbers, the statistics of the European Union. About 30% of the jobs created in the European Union are in intellectual property intensive industries. Another 10% add up to the suppliers of these industries. And these companies generate 40% of the GDP in the European Union. So I dare say that these companies, the IP-intensive companies, are the engine of the European economy. And we also wish to have the same approach here in the Republic of Moldova, to see a growth, better employment, so that the citizens of this beautiful country have a decent future to stay here and to know we are educated, we have access to markets, we can trade, and we have an employment, which all gives us a more prosperous future. And to recall again what I said before, and this was exactly why we supported this project. All the beneficiaries involved, the institutions, have done an excellent job. There's commitment under the association agreement in the field of intellectual property, and many of the legislative acts have been implemented. But of course it requires the end users, the company, to be actively involved, and we were very happy to see so many companies actively being involved in the work on the geographical indicators. We have learned that there's only 3 online tools right now on the European continent, one in Poland, Switzerland, the third one now in the Republic of Moldova. And I think you all should be proud of that achievement, which I think nobody expected 2 years ago when the project started. But I would like to also mention other actors in the field, law enforcement agencies, so many actors that had to be involved in order to achieve the results that are so nicely presented here. I see also many colleagues from other development cooperation institutes, instruments. We have EU high-level advisors here in the room. We have the European Border Assistance Mission in the room. And before I mention the experts, I would like to also mention my colleagues in the EU delegations, Speranza, Victoria and Vasile, who were very close to this project to bring this project forward for the joint objectives that we all designed together. And my final thank you is to the experts. It's a small world. You always see each other twice in life. And on these interesting topics, I'm convinced that all of us will be involved in other projects in the future, maybe with a different donor, but with the same objectives. And thank you very much for being here and sharing this important day with us.
Thank you for your words. Just give you the microphone because
you're going to dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always sad to have a final event. The beginning is always something where just come to a country, you have a document in your hand, which is called the technical proposal. You do not know whom you meet. You do not know what you expect. You just see, okay, let's make a difference. And I think this we achieved. The proposal at the beginning, when I just saw it, I said it will be difficult. To be honest, it was not easy. We implemented all of the activities pretty well, but it was not my work, it was the work of my experts. We also delivered more because the project was committed always to go for an extra mile. So we did some things that were not expected, some things that were not prepared, but we said, okay, it's needed, and so we have done it. But the thing is, you cannot do these things when you don't have experts that are committed, on the one hand. You also need a beneficiary that is committed to the changes. And this is something what is the most important thing. In all the projects I have worked on, I just counted now 30 years in the business, 25 years on European Union projects, and in some cases you find beneficiary that simply say at the very beginning, I do not care, I have not ordered this project, do whatever you want. This was not the case here. From the very beginning it was very clear what the change should be. We tried our best to implement this change, and we also succeeded. As I told you already, when we take all the documents that were produced on this project together, we could pave the road from Chisinau to Odessa with paper. Yeah? But all these papers are worthless if they are not implemented. As I told you also, I'm from Austria. Austria is a country that has not many resources like gold and oil. It's the same thing that Moldova has. Moldova has not gold, Moldova hasn't oil, but we share the same thing. We have people that want to make a difference. We have people that are committed, and there are people that want to change the country. Also, at the very end, I don't want to speak now about the achievements of the projects. The experts have done it already. I want to say now thank you to these persons that also made it behind the scenes, and I have to say these are sometimes the most important persons. As also some people of you know, I had an issue, a health issue, which hasn't allowed me to be here full-time. One of the things is, without our office assistants, which I call the real team leader, it would not have been possible. She's so shy and talking to everybody. Yeah? Olga, please just come here and show yourself. She has deserved a really big applause, because without her, nothing would have been possible. Also, yes, when you look around this event, which is different than the usual events that you normally know. You know, you sit in a conference, you just have some chairs, then you have some cocktails, and this is a moving environment, an environment that describes a project much better. A project is not a conference. A project is not a series of chairs where people are staring to a presentation. It's movement, it's walking around. You see these 4 booths, you see the screen here, and I also have to say, this is an idea of our communication expert, which is also not seen. After Nicoletta, please show yourself. She basically told me today where I should stand, what I should talk, and how the things overall should look alike. I also have to say to the team that is backstopping. Yeah? The backstopping, Diana, where are you? Diana? Okay. Diana is too shy, you know, she's the person that signs all the contracts and is supporting us. She disappeared, but Alina is here. Show yourself, please. Alina was responsible for these things that are the nasty thing of a project. All the legal stuff, agreeing with the experts, gets the contract signed, and move the experts here. Yeah? That we have so far no default, and there is no expert yet coming, so which means she did a great job. Diana is coming. Diana, where you were hiding? This lady is also very important. Without her, nothing would have worked as well. One thing I just want to say at the end, as it was also said, a project has a beginning and an end. This is a definition of a project. Yeah? But every end is... Okay, every end is a beginning, and of whom, as you know, these are my 2 cats in Austria, but I have adopted one Moldovan street cat that will also, at the end of the project, fly with me to Austria. So it's called Vasya. Yeah? Vasya is at the moment at the veterinary station, where he gets all the documents. And Vasya will fly with me to Austria. Also, please have attention to one thing, what I see here, the pictures in the back. So that are very important to all of us. So, at the end, I say, I came here as a stranger, I leave as a friend. Thank you. Now we have the enforcer of the year. All right? No? One more speech. Okay.
Stimați colegi, noi suntem bucuroși să avem suport nu doar din partea Uniunii Europene și a proiectului, dar și din partea colegilor care ne oferă umărul de fiecare dată când este vorba despre promovarea proprietății intelectuale în SMEs, întreprinderile mici și mijlocii, și acesta este domnul președinte a Camerei de Comerț și Industrie. Domnul Harea, aveți acest flow.
Stimate doamnă director, onorată asistență, dragi prieteni, vreau să felicit partenerii noștri Agenției Stat pentru Proprietatea Intelectuală pentru efortul care îl depun ei în susținerea mediului de afaceri. Chiar recent am fost la o emisiune televizată unde m-au întrebat care este impactul produselor cu indicații geografice și denumire de origine. Făcând lectură și discutând cu mediul de afaceri, am constatat că produsele cu aceste indicații geografice au un preț dublu decât cele care nu au această indicație geografică. Această activitate care a fost în cadrul proiectului și implementarea sistemelor noi, cum ar fi e-learning, promovarea protecției intelectuale în rândul mediului de afaceri, a dat un imbold și mai mare companiilor de Republica Moldova să participe la concursul Marca Comercială Anului, care noi deja 16 ani la rând împreună cu colegii de la DPI o promovăm. Și nu în zadar facem acest lucru, pentru că valoarea de bilanț a proprietății intelectuale de an crește. Noi, în cadrul Camerei de Comerț și Industrie, vom susține și pe viitor acest domeniu. Mai mult ca atât, cred că și în faza următoare a proiectului, care sper eu că va fi cu susținerea Comisiei Europene, vom porni și cursuri speciale, cred eu, sau module speciale în cadrul Academiei Exportatorului, care am lansat-o și o vom continua în viitor, ca un indicator special pentru agenți economici care doresc să promoveze exporturile produselor din Republica Moldova. Încă o dată vreau să mulțumesc Comisiei Europene pentru suportul care l-a acordat Republicii Moldova la general și AGP în special și sperăm într-o fază nouă a acestui proiect. Succes!
So, thank you very much for these words. One thing is, after 2 years in Moldova, I've seen a lot of good things here, but probably the best things are the people of Moldova. And today is also the occasion that we have to honor one gentleman very much. Because, you know, law is only as good as it is enforced. And for this reason, we also are very happy to have on this event here also the Enforcer of the Year Award. I hope I pronounce it right, and please don't kill me. Yuri had some problems even with it, and as a German speaker, it is even more difficult for me. So, it's Vitali Goncha. Vitali, you can be proud.
Asta ce este?
Sunteți omul anului în ceea ce privește implementarea în practică a legislației și dedicația pe care ați manifestat-o. N-a putut fi neobservată și față de colegii noștri de la proiect. Și este o dedicație dumneavoastră pentru pentru întreaga activitate din acest an.
Acest an nu știu, dar vă mulțumesc frumos.
Well, Vitali, I think you should give a small speech.
Thanks.
Bună seara, stimați colegi, onorată asistență. Eu sunt foarte măgulit și onorat pentru acest premiu pe care nu l-am meritat probabil, dar cum am spus doamnei director, dacă se ia în considerație întreaga activitate, posibil. Dar anume în acest proiect aș fi putut face mult mai multe lucruri, probabil, și sper că toate lucrurile care nu le-am reușit în anul acesta, o să le reușim în viitor. O să le reușim neapărat, deoarece proiectul a fost de un real folos pentru întreg sistem al serviciului vamal. Pot să spun cu certitudine că cele două platforme o să fie funcționale și o să ne ajute în activitatea noastră de zi cu zi pentru contracararea contrafacerii și pirateriei. Vă mulțumesc frumos! Din partea serviciului vamal am vrut să aduc cuvinte de recunoștință liderilor proiectului, personalului Maximilian, lui Kenneth și tuturor celorlalte persoane care îmi sunt apropiate și îmi sunt dragi. Doamne director și dumneavoastră neapărat, fiindcă fără AGP, care este beneficiarul de bază și, să spunem așa, serviciul vamal a fost acum nu adumbrit, dar în sensul bun, adăpostit de AGP și pe această cale țin să le mulțumesc la fel.
We are already at the end of our official part. You know, some people always say, why the conferences are there, you can go immediately to the cocktail. Yeah? At the end, I just say, let's have now a small, let's say, a big party to celebrate the success of the project. Thank you everybody once again, and now please enjoy the evening. Thank you to all of us.